What can I help you with?
Have you experienced the vision?
I attempted to, yes, but the Reaper did not see fit to grace me with his presence. Admittedly, I was a bit disappointed, but I plan to try again soon. I know he will speak to me when the time is right.
I'll speak to you later.
I look forward to it.
Well, did you have the vision?
I did. It was certainly something.
Wonderful. I won't ask any more. Each person's vision is unique and private, but I hope it gave you the guidance you were seeking.
Oh, it did. Believe me. Have a good day.
May death come to you swiftly, fellow seeker.
Hey, Norman.
Yes,
Have you experienced the vision?
indeed. I'd rather not discuss our conversation, but we had good words for one another.
I'll see you later, Norman.
May death come for you swiftly, Amy.
Hello there.
Hi.
Has the Reaper ever sent you a vision?
No, Jess told my mommy I was too young for that. But the other night, I had a dream where I talked to the Reaper. He told me that when my time came, I would see my daddy again and have lots of candy.
Have a good day.
May the Reaper take you!
Hello? Danton! Bruce, are you still in here?
Amy? You're alive? I heard they had gotten you at Willowdale Plaza.
They tried, but not hard enough.
Have you had anything new in the works?
We've been trying to lay low and plan our next move. I've tried recruiting new members, but we haven't had much luck. Word of the massacre in the Market District is spread, and the people are afraid to fight the aristocracy. It's maddening. I'm just itching to launch an attack on Tiberias, but we don't have the manpower required just yet.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't be. As long as we're breathing, we haven't lost hope.
Time for me to go. Be careful.
If you need a place to hide, you can always come back here.
Nelson, does this mean anything to you?
Ah, yes. That page is from one of my art books. There was a young lady here several years ago who was reading it, and when she got to that page, she became very upset and tore it out. Ran off, screaming about the Reaper. It was very odd.
The Reaper?
Yes, I think she said something about having seen him. As I said, it was many years ago. It's difficult to remember.
That's fine. Thanks for the information. It's already been... Hey, Jess? Does this mean anything to you?
Where did you get that?
Raven brought it to me. I know that sounds ridiculous, but...
No! No, not at all. That painting, it's what started all of this. This is clearly a sign from the Reaper.
I'm not quite following here.
18 years ago, I was keeping my friend Wilson company while he was on a lottery job for Tiberius. He had been sent to fix a water pump, and the ruins of the building it was in had a copy of that painting. When he had finished the job, I asked him to get it for me, and
And?
apparently Wilson had green lung, but hadn't told me. He said he was getting the vaccine for his sister. I saw a raven right before Wilson collapsed. The Reaper appeared shortly after. He came to claim Wilson's soul. That's when I had my epiphany.
Where did this all happen?
It was in Sector 67, in a collapsed building next to a parking lot.
Huh. It's a long shot, but it might be worth investigating.
I can only hope the Reaper visits you so you may find peace.
Yeah, thanks. Doesn't look like he's been here that long. Poor guy. I don't think I should get too close. A Dunstan Algonquin. Cheap and reliable, but not the most fun to drive. Or so I've heard. Huh. An old German model. The aristocracy must have missed this one during the Purge. It looks like an old record player. Completely ruined. It's of no use to me. It's still in surprisingly good condition. Nothing useful hidden underneath them. It's sad to see a nice machine just left to the elements like this. Just another victim of the wastes. Looks like he's been here for decades. Nothing useful. I really hope I don't end up like this. This corpse is missing its left arm. I wonder what happened to it. Just a memory of whatever this building used to be. An old water pump. Kind of reminds me of the reactor in Sector 82. It seems to be running fine. There she is, Lady Twiner. There are a couple of weird bulges here, as though there was something hidden behind the eyes. The face is incredibly lifelike. I almost expect her to start talking to me. What's wrong with her eyes? So this is Lady Twiner. I wonder who she was. It definitely feels like there's something behind the canvas, but I can't rip it with my bare hands. This can't be a coincidence. Someone is leaving me a trail. This symbol looks familiar. Where have I seen it before? I wonder what this key unlocks. This is still in really good condition. You don't see many of these around anymore. Fits perfectly. What was that noise? I'm surprised this thing wasn't rusted shut. The sign on these says, "Do not store anything heat sensitive inside." There's nothing in there but dust. Looks like this is where the bulk of the controls are. Looks like a gear shift. It's stuck in place. This is most likely the horn. I think I remember Dad having this exact same one in his shop. It would probably disintegrate if I touched it. Not giving a very accurate reading currently. I can't think of anything I could do with that. You've seen one button, you've seen them all. No idea what this controls. Too bad there's no user manual for these controls. It doesn't seem to do anything. Not giving a very accurate reading currently. Doesn't seem to have done much. Hello? Nothing. Interesting. Looks like some kind of manually controlled fuel regulator. That thing looks really old. It's no good. Looks like it all evaporated quite a while ago. What are those doing in here? These look like the types of books Nelson collects. That's where the locomotive's guts are. There can't be anything of much use in there now, though. I don't think I've ever seen them grow so lush indoors, or anywhere for that matter. It's beautiful. I might accidentally harm it if I do that. I don't want to accidentally damage them. A few loose books. Nothing really jumps out at me. Nothing too interesting here. It doesn't look to be in very good shape. Messing around with this record player isn't my highest priority right now. It's blank. I don't need any notepaper. That's a lot of books. It rivals Nelson's collection. That's a lot of books. I haven't got time for reading right now. That's a lot. Someone around here has got a green thumb. I don't know the first thing about caring for plants. Most of the text is faded, but I can make out the words McNulty Hatch Corp at the bottom. I can't do much with the plaque except read it. I heard something coming from the next car.
Hold it right there. Keep your hands where I can see them and don't make any sudden moves. Now who are you and what are you doing on my train?
My name is Amy Wellard, and I mean you no harm. I'm a friend.
A friend, huh? You can't fool me. I know a scavenger when I see one. Lucky for you, I'm not in the mood to clean up any messes today. I'll let you see yourself out, but if you touch anything, you're gonna have to answer to old Betsy here. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on out here, you old flea bag. Ain't nothing too dangerous out here. I know, I'll feed you now, you old beggar. Still here, huh? I got my eye on you, so don't try anything funny.
He's busy. I'll leave him alone. He looks better fed than most people I know.
Understatement of the year right there.
She doesn't look to be the friendly type. Hi.
What is it?
Do you live here all alone?
No, I got that fatso over there to keep me company, and it suits me fine.
Surviving in the wastes can't be easy.
Take a look around. I got everything I need here, and what I don't have, I go out and find.
So, you're a scavenger?
No, I don't go into places where people live and take their things.
I'm not here to steal anything. I didn't even know you lived here.
Uh-huh.
Where did you find all these things? I haven't seen living trees in the wastes for a long time.
I didn't find it anywhere. It's all mine. I just carted it all out here when I shacked up on this train.
Where did you come from?
That's really none of your business.
What do you know about the Reaper?
The Reaper? I remember hearing some rumors about a guy they were calling the Reaper, way back around the time the plague started. Supposedly there were some burrs that meant he was coming to kill you, but I never ran into him myself. Hadn't thought about that in years, actually.
I just want you to know, I've got the perfect life.
Good for you. My life would be perfect if you got off my train.
I'll just be on my way.
I haven't got...
This is just like the one Mom and Dad used to have. It looks like it's missing the needle, but fixing it wouldn't be too tough. Fits perfectly. That should work now. It seems to spin all right. Turning the crank wouldn't do much, considering there's no records to play. Hi.
What is it?
Your record player's fixed?
Is that right? And what exactly are you expecting from me in return?
Nothing. Look, I'm not here to get something from you. Why I'm here has nothing to do with you.
Well, that's how the world works. Nobody does something good for nothing.
Some people do. I think you've been out here so long, you've forgotten humans can be good once in a while.
This world eats good people for breakfast. I don't know what you're looking for, but I hope you find it.
I'll just be on my way.
Alrighty. Hey, where did you find that?
Over near Sector 67, do you know anything about it? I noticed the logo on the coin was the same as on this train.
It's the logo for South Coast Transit. They own this railroad along with the public transportation system in the city. That there is a subway token. Before the blast, people would use those to ride the train underneath the city.
Really? I had no idea there was an underground train in the city.
Doesn't surprise me. Almost all the stations collapsed after the blast. There's only one left standing.
Where can I find it?
It's not too far from the quarantine zone. Just head up Roth Avenue and keep your eye out for the Wallies. The station is right next to it. Be careful down there. There's a whole network of tunnels. Don't want you to get lost.
Don't worry, I'm not planning on wandering around any tunnel mazes. I never knew about these stations. It's surprising that the aristocracy hasn't sealed it off. I wonder if this person died trying to escape the quarantine zone. Nothing useful that I can see. I can just see the wall that's separating the rest of the city from the quarantine zone. I think Wally's used to be a pretty famous department store. I vaguely remember Mom and Dad talking about it. The letter L looks like it's pretty close to falling off. That bit of sign looks like it's just a strong gust of wind away from falling down.
I can't reach it from down here.
That did it. This thing survived being shot and falling. I'd say it's pretty sturdy. Kind of big to be lugging around too much, though. It goes back up to the street. It's just hanging there. That's kind of grotesque. I'd really rather not touch it. It's not every day you get to see an underground river. The damage from the blast really did a number on this station. How on earth did this get down here? Looks like that's the way in. I can't get to it. The river is blocking my path. I'd really rather not touch it. I can't reach it. My trusty crossbow. It's out of ammo right now. There, that should work. It's stuck. There isn't much I can do with it. Looks like a place you'd put a coin or something. Well, it accepted my token. Great, another collapse. Formerly part of the ceiling, from the looks of things. Look at that. There was a whole underground train network in this area. Amazing. Unfortunately, it won't come off the wall. Formerly part... I'm glad this didn't decide to collapse 5 minutes later. There's no way I'm going to be able to get through there. There's a trapdoor at the top of these stairs, but it seems to be locked from the other side. It's wearing the tattered remains of some kind of sports uniform. Thankfully, it looks like it's been abandoned. I'd rather not touch it, just in case it's not abandoned. Now there's an interesting outfit. Not my style. Nice dress. I wonder when that style was last in fashion. Still on the rack, though not in very good shape. Nothing on there worth taking. Looks like this person was crushed by the ceiling. What an awful end. Too late to help now. Doesn't look like there's anything useful on the body either. An old shop vac. I haven't seen one in ages. It won't have any parts I need. These things are pretty useless. These don't look to be in very good condition. Doesn't look like they're even worth examining for parts. Pretty small for an anchor. I bet it doesn't weigh too much. I can't reach inside the display case. I can't get to anything inside. The display case is sealed. This fridge still looks like it's doing okay. Not surprisingly, it's empty. I'm going to need something to open up the side if I want to scavenge for parts. This isn't in as good a condition as I thought. Only useful part in here is this fuse. I might as well hang on to it. It's still in relatively good condition. Appliances. Dead, although I might be able to take a look inside and get it working again. I'll bet these are the controls for the elevator, assuming they still work. It's shut tight. I won't be able to pry it open with my bare hands. No, this piece of shrapnel is too flimsy to pry the doors open. If I force it any more, it'll break. Looks like I'll have to find a less forceful method of getting this elevator to open. There, that wasn't so tough. These don't look too complex. It just looks like the main fuse is blown. I sure hope this works. Here goes nothing. There's nothing worth salvaging here. A bunch of old office furniture, from the look of it. There's nothing worth... I'm guessing this used to support the structure before it collapsed. It's way too high for me to reach. My trusty crossbow. It's out of ammo right now. That pile of rubble forms a ramp up to the opening. If I could get up there, I'd be able to climb it. Looks like that's my next destination. I'm out of ammo. Nice accessory. Really sells the sporting image. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Better not mess around too much with the broken glass. This anchor is pretty small. I don't think it would work on anything larger than a dinghy. I don't think I'll be needing the vacuum cleaner. It's tangled up around that pile of debris. It's tangled up too tightly to undo by hand. A nice piece of rope and a freed mannequin. 2 birds with 1 stone. Not a bad idea. It's way too high for me to reach. Ooh, that was more of a climb than I anticipated. What is this place? Reminds me of the one in the rebel hideout. There's nothing on it. I wonder if there was once a raven in there. There's nothing inside except an old birdcage liner. I'd rather not touch it. A sketch of the Reaper. Lots of little design notes written around the sides. I wouldn't want to ruin the drawing. Messy. Someone should really clean this place up. I don't need them. Those look to be mostly medical textbooks. I haven't got time for reading now. Ugh, looks like it's got fungus growing out of it. I can't reach it, not that I'd want to anyway. Reminds me of an old dress-up doll I used to have when I was a kid. Reminds me of an old dress-up doll I used to have. I don't think that would be a good idea. I guess this is the Reaper's base of operations. I had something like this when I was a kid, a jar of dirt where bugs lived. It's too high to reach. I guess this... Aha! Just what I thought. They're mechanical. These look like security monitors. What are they doing here? These look like... Weird. I wonder what these are for. Weird. Weird. Full of lots of unmarked bottles. I wonder what they're for. Full. Anatomy, infectious diseases, biology, quite a collection. Anatomy.
Ah, Amy Wellard. You found me. I was hoping you would.
How did you...
I realize you probably have many questions. I can give you all the answers you need, but first, allow me to make myself more presentable.
So you are human?
Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint you if you were expecting more.
I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. You told me you were a doctor.
Yes, Dr. Edwin Aquino, at your service. I was once the leader of the green lung vaccine development team, but after learning about their vaccine distribution, or lack thereof, that quickly changed.
Hang on, you knew about the vaccine hoarding? Why didn't you tell anyone?
That would have started violent riots. It's not fair to begin a civil war when it would end without a cure for the illness. I wanted to say something. It hurt not to, but the time wasn't right.
You didn't think the people deserved to know?
They do, and they will. But not while we only have a vaccine and not a cure. With a permanent cure, the aristocracy's hoarding becomes irrelevant, and the focus will be on eradicating the disease.
I guess that makes sense. Why the mechanical ravens? What do they do?
Rather clever little inventions, wouldn't you say? They have video transmitters in their eyes and audio transmitters in their beaks. I use them as scouts, since I can control them remotely.
Did you make them?
No, someone else did, a long time ago. In any case, they've served me quite well, at least the ones that haven't broken. I have very few left, which is going to be a problem at some point.
You've been following me with your birds. Why am I of such interest to you?
You did a lottery job for the Ministry of Energy.
That's right. What of it?
You've got the disease. You're fighting to survive. You're clever and resourceful. Exactly what I need.
Exactly what do you need?
After I left the Ministry of Medicine, I began my attempts at developing a permanent cure for green lung. It was a long process, which took over 10 years, but just last month, I had a breakthrough and was able to make this.
Is that?
Yes, this is the cure for green lung. I've been testing it and it seems to work, but I need to be certain. Aside from that, I don't have the information necessary to mass produce the cure, though I suspect Tiberius keeps it somewhere in the Ministry of Energy.
So, what is it you need from me?
We're both fugitives, Amy. I can't put myself at risk by going to the places I need to. If I'm killed or captured, my research will have all been for nothing. You can clearly take care of yourself. I saw how you handled things at Rockwall Prison and Willowdale Plaza.
You helped me out both of those times.
I merely provided some assistance. Your survival was your own doing. Now I realize it's a bit much to ask, but your help would be incredibly valuable, not just to me, but to the future of humanity.
It's not really much to ask. I owe you my life, after all.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate it. The main thing I need is to find out where Tiberius is keeping my research on mass production. At some point, I'll also need a subject to test the cure on, so I can be absolutely sure it works. Do you have any questions?
Why do you dress like that?
Intimidation, mainly. The work I do is not exactly looked upon favorably by the government, so I had to come up with a way to make sure I was left alone. The costume is just to make sure anyone who might happen to see me is scared off.
So you knew of the rumors about the Reaper and decided to become him yourself?
No, I'm the one who started them. Creating the image of death personified seemed a natural deterrent for anyone who might get too close. Thankfully, the rumors seem to have spread rather quickly over the years.
You weren't kidding. There's a whole cult dedicated to worshipping you.
Yes, I know of them. An extreme example, but I can't deny it helps my work.
About your subject, can I try the cure?
I'd like to, but it's far too risky. You are one of my greatest assets right now. If this proves to have any adverse side effects, I'll be without your help. Once I can mass produce this, I won't have to be so careful.
How can we find the mass production information?
Ideally, I could use my ravens to go in and locate it, but I only have 3 working ones left. And as you're well aware, Tiberius's tower is huge. It would take way too long for only 3 ravens to scan the entire place without being detected.
Could I take a look at one of them?
Of course.
Who did you say made these?
A friend in the Ministry of Knowledge, but that was ages ago. I know very little about their design.
It isn't too complex, actually. I can fix them for you, no problem.
You can?
Sure. See this bit here? That's the servo, the part that controls the wings. It's worn out, so I just need to replace it with a new one.
Are those common? Would we be able to find one or more in the city?
Well, I learned about them from working on toy airplanes that my friend had when we were kids. If we could find some, we'd be in business.
I wonder. Yes, excellent. As I suspected, there's a hobby shop which has remained mostly intact further in the city, and I can see that they have several model airplanes.
Great, I'll go get them and fix your ravens in no time.
Yes, but the store is located in the quarantine zone.
So, I have nothing to worry about. I'm already infected.
You contracting green lung isn't my concern. It's how you're going to get back out. The quarantine zone is designed to keep people from escaping.
If I can find a way in, I'll just have to find a way out, won't I?
Fine. While you're there, see if you can bring someone back with you. Someone who has been quarantined will make an ideal subject to test the cure on.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Take this then.
What is it?
A 2-way communicator. They used to call them walkie-talkies. We can use them to stay connected while you're in there.
Can you tell me anything about Tiberius?
Quite a bit. I've known him for a very long time. Since before the bombs, in fact. Was there anything specific you wanted to know?
What was Tiberius like before the bombs?
He was the director of the Ministry of Energy. Of course, back then he wasn't calling himself Tiberius. He was just Julian. After society collapsed, he took the initiative to reform and establish the aristocracy. His love for history led him to adopt the alias of Tiberius, as well as insisting the other aristocrats take the name of ancient Roman emperors.
Why does he wear that awful mask?
Anonymity. He felt government leaders are more respected as an institution rather than as people. I can't deny that this approach works extremely well.
Was he always so evil?
I wouldn't call him that. Manipulative, yes. Ruthless, undoubtedly. But not evil. He suffered immense trauma on the day the bombs fell.
Everyone did. Not all of us had the wealth to recover so easily.
Tiberius lost both his wife and unborn child that day. Wealth or not, that hits a man hard. It left him quite mentally unstable, to be honest. His determination to rebuild society was rooted in trying to cope with his loss. In a way, I felt pity for him. Perhaps too much.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Never mind.
Strange for him to have a soothsayer for an assistant. How is he qualified?
Superstition is a very powerful force. I'm living proof of that. I never had many dealings with the soothsayer, but I believe he came from somewhere outside the city. Tiberius finds comfort in being able to have a channel to the supposed other side. While I don't share his beliefs, I can't particularly fault him for having them.
That's all for now.
Fair enough.
I'll just get to it then.
Good luck, Amy. By the way, that doorway back there will allow you to get up and down the tower much easier than climbing.
An old radio and some kind of electronic music equipment. They've surely been scavenged for parts. Nice. I've never heard one of these played before. Quarantine zone. For a lot of people, this is one of the last signs they ever get to read. Quarantine zone. For a lot. Quarantine. A safety sign. Looks to be warning against riding on the back of the trains. A safety sign. That doesn't look like it's a very pleasant job. Excuse me.
Huh? What do you want?
What is it you're doing out here?
Transporting people into the quarantine zone. What does it look like?
Aren't you worried about getting infected?
Well, considering this is a lottery job, not really.
I need to get inside the quarantine zone.
Huh. You know, I think that's the first time I've ever heard anyone say that. Why on earth would you want to go into the quarantine zone? There's nothing in there except the sick and dying.
I've got green lung.
Is that so? You look pretty healthy to me.
That may be, but I can assure you I've got it.
Look, my orders are to take people in who are at the terminal phase, and you clearly aren't. So unless you can prove otherwise, my hands are tied. Why are you trying to get in there anyway? If I was you, I would avoid telling anyone I was sick.
I have my reasons.
I'm sure you do.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
This is my way of communicating directly with the Dr. Aquino. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
I need proof that I'm dying.
A rather odd request.
Yes, but if I'm going to get into the quarantine zone, I need the gatekeeper to think I'm sick enough.
I may have a plan. I just hope you aren't faint of heart.
Trust me, I'm not.
Good. Go out and see if you can find someone who has recently died of green lung. Then use your communicator to let me know. I should be able to help you further from there.
Okay, but how will I be able to tell if they died of green lung?
Look for green sputum around the body and pustules around the wrists. Those are the two telltale signs.
Everything going okay with you?
Yes. How are you faring?
Slowly, but surely. I'll be in touch. Over and out. Way too dangerous to cross on foot. No sputum or pustules. This person didn't die of green lung. Doesn't look like he's been here that long. Poor guy. Looks like he's got pustules on his wrists, and there's a small puddle of green goo on the ground next to him. This person was definitely a victim of green lung. This is my way of communicating hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
I found our patient.
Excellent. Where is the body located?
In Sector 67, right near that painting.
I'll meet you there shortly. Poor soul. Hopefully this site will soon be a thing of the past. Step over there if you would, Amy. I need room to work. Here, take this.
A severed arm?
Yes. Notice the pustules around the wrist. Those are the telltale signs of the terminal phase of green lung. With some trickery on your part, you should be able to use this to get into the quarantine zone.
Okay. Thanks. The hand is partly decomposed, and there's pustules around the wrist. I can't believe I'm carrying this around with me. At least it doesn't smell. I can make it seem like this is my arm, but if she sees the hand in its current condition, she'll know something's up. The mannequin's in even worse shape now. It's got some nice gloves on, though. Creepy. Those are some nice gloves it's got on, though. Maybe this will help. Excuse me.
Yeah? What is it?
Take a look at this.
Oh, geez. You weren't kidding. We have to get you inside. Climb up on the cart here and let's get a move on.
This place.
Well, well. Fresh meat.
I beg your pardon?
Welcome to the quarantine zone, honey. Now shut up. Boys.
What are you...
So, this is how my guys are going to search you and take anything we like. Once we do that, you don't follow us or ever talk to us again. Curl up wherever you want and wait until you die. Anything good on her?
Yeah, a crossbow, radio, baseball bat, a piece of metal, and a severed arm?
Huh. It's always the clean ones that are the freaks. Let her keep her little toy. Take the rest.
Let go of me!
Enjoy your stay while you can.
The heavily fortified gate. Only one way, apparently. Ugh, that smell. I wonder what this used to be. I am not touching those. I'm guessing it used to say hobbies. This is the place. Oh, that smell. Oh God. A Mabel Cody model biplane. I've never seen an actual one of these in real life. Another victim of green lung. Looks like they've been here for quite some time. A cash register. It's been a long time since this got used. Not surprisingly, it's empty. There isn't much left of this person to search. It's just a display model. It hasn't got a servo. A mother and her child. At least they died together. I'll let them rest in peace. I guess he wanted to go out on his own terms. I'm not going to touch him. It's disrespectful. A bunch of sealed boxes containing model radio-controlled airplanes. Great, 12 boxes still sealed. These servos will work perfectly.
Amy, not you too.
Gordon, what happened to you?
I didn't give my materials to the rebels. Instead, I took the aristocrats up on their deal for food vouchers. When I got sick, they threw me in here without a second thought. I thought I'd be taken care of. I should have at least tried helping Danton. Maybe we wouldn't be here right now. And maybe my daughter wouldn't be out there alone.
It's okay, Gordon. I'm working to try to get a permanent cure for everyone.
A permanent cure? That can't be possible.
It is. I've seen it.
But even if that was true, we're stuck here. There's no way out.
I'll find a way. I swear.
Well, as a word of warning, stay away from the old supermarket. This lady named Rita hangs out there, and she's bad news.
Thanks for the heads up, but I've already met her.
Just don't go looking for trouble if you can help it.
Hey, Gordon?
Yeah?
When did they put you in here?
I don't know. I haven't been counting. Seems like forever. Wasn't too long after they put up those posters of you in the market. What did you do anyway?
It's a long story, and now isn't the time. What's the deal with that Rita lady?
I haven't dealt with her too much, but she seems like a bully. Didn't give me too much trouble when I came in, but then I didn't have much of value on me.
Why would she take people's things? It's not like she can take them with her.
Who knows? Maybe she's a hoarder.
Any ideas on how to escape this place?
Escape? From here? Come on, Amy. The quarantine zone is made to keep people in. Nobody's escaped before.
Denby told me he'd done it.
Amy, Denby told me he sewed his hoodie using Tiberius's wig hair. I know he's your friend, but I wouldn't put too much stock in his stories.
Well, I'm not giving up that easily. I'm not dying in here.
You don't really have much of a choice, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna go, but I'll be back.
I'll be here.
Nice. It kinda looks like the one in the salt flats. Poor Gordon looks miserable. Not too much left on it, but there's some kits to put together model cars and airplanes, along with some radio-controlled versions. Last one to die, please turn out the light. I'd rather not. It looks like this was painted on with blood. Poor man. Doesn't look like he went peacefully. He hasn't got anything of value on him that I can see. Oh my God. Things don't look good, but I'm not at that point just yet. A Corinth Duke. I haven't seen one of these in ages. I haven't got time to scavenge for parts now. Maybe when this is all over. That was probably an advertisement once. It's too faded to read now. Things don't look good, but I'm not at that point just yet. Looks like this was a food store once. Can't imagine there's a whole lot left. Looks like this was a... That goes into the market where Rita lives. Another unfortunate victim of Greenlung.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to follow me? Turn around nice and slow and start walking.
I'm here for my stuff.
Is that right? Well, I guess I could give you back one of your bolts. Do you prefer it in your head or your heart?
If those are my options, I'd prefer it up your ass.
You do remember that I'm the one with the weapon at the moment, right? Now get out of here!
Another resident of the quarantine zone. I can't tell if this person is alive or dead. It's probably best to keep my distance. Another resident. It's... Looks like a tent city for those who weren't lucky enough to find shelter in the buildings. They're empty. I guess people don't stick around too long in them. There's nothing out there but leveled buildings and more dead bodies. I can see the blast zone from here. To think, that's where this all started 20 years ago. There's
You again? You're really pushing your luck. If you're so eager to die, I can help you with that.
I need to escape from here. Do you know a way out?
Escape? Huh. The only way out of here is through the dead disposal chute. You'll get your chance to escape through there next month. Just be sure you're dead by then. You done asking stupid questions now? Get your ass out of here. You again? You're really pushing your luck. If you're so eager to die...
Rita, in a week you'll be dead, just like the rest of us. What's the point of this?
I like stuff.
Yeah, so does everyone else. And when you die, all this stuff won't matter anymore.
You know what else I like? When people stay out of my business. Why don't you mosey on out of here now?
Hey, Gordon?
Yeah?
I think I know how to get us out of here.
What are you talking about?
The dead disposal chute. If we can open it, we can escape that way.
That chute leads down to the incinerator. We die before we escape. We might as well just hang ourselves. At least it won't be as painful.
Hear me out. Rita said that they wouldn't be disposing of bodies until next month. Tiberius is not the wasteful type. I doubt he'd allow for the incinerator to be on if it wasn't being used.
I don't know. This still sounds risky.
It is. But if we can help each other out and manage to escape, you'll be able to see Susan again. If not for me, at least try this for your daughter.
Okay, lead on.
Think you can get it open?
No good. It's sealed tight.
What about that button up there?
Of course. I saw them pushing bodies down the chute when I first got here. They pressed that button before opening the door. It's pretty high up there, though. Even if I gave you a boost, I don't think you could reach it.
And there's nothing around we could use to stand on. I think this means I'm going to need to get my crossbow back from Rita.
Need me to help you deal with her?
No, I can settle this on my own.
Come on, Amy, we're wasting time. Do what you need to do and let's get out of here.
They're empty. Huh, where did she go? anything in there that interests me. What's going on in here?
What? How did you...
Rita, I saw... Oh, shit.
What the hell is wrong with you, Freddy? You were supposed to make sure nobody came in!
I'm sorry, I was...
I don't want excuses! Just get her out of here! Ah!
Hang on, who is this?
Nobody you need to worry about. Freddy, get her out of here!
Relax. I'll take care of it. Don't get our sis even more upset than she already is.
She's your sister?
Freddy!
Go ahead, try and touch me. See how that goes for you. I'll leave you alone as soon as you give me back my crossbow.
No, my sister and her baby need protecting.
All this stuff? Have you been stealing it to help your sister?
You think anyone else in this rat hole is gonna do it? No, it's all up to me.
If I can help you with your sister, will you give me back my crossbow?
What are you, a doctor or something?
No, but I know one, and I've got a direct line to him on that radio you took from me.
Really?
See for yourself.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Amy, is that you?
No, my name is Rita. I'm here with Amy. She says you're a doctor and that you can help.
I am, and I'll do my best. What seems to be the problem?
My sister is in labor and my brothers and I don't know what to do.
I see. The first and most important thing you all need to do is relax. I'll guide you through every step of the process, but you'll need to listen carefully to my instructions.
Okay.
Can you put Amy on, please?
Sure.
Hey, Doc.
I can't imagine conditions in there are particularly hygienic.
They aren't, no.
Do you by any chance have access to water?
Actually, yes. We're in an abandoned supermarket that's got plenty.
Excellent. What about any sort of instruments like scissors or something sharp?
Yeah, I've got a few here.
Perfect. Amy, I need you to boil the water in order to sterilize the instruments. You'll need a container to keep the water in, and some way to heat it up. Do you think you can manage?
I think so, yes.
Good. Put Rita back on so I can tell her what to do.
Here you go. I'm gonna go see about getting that water.
Okay. Thank you, Amy. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm just gonna go get some air. I'll be back.
I'm not going to bother him. He seems to have enough on his mind right now. He looks worried. My crossbow isn't on the shelf, and there isn't anything else I need from it. It's the collection of stuff Rita has taken off people in order to help her sister. Rita, can I take this kettle?
Whatever helps, go ahead.
I can't see anything I would need. A few odds and ends on this shelf, but nothing too interesting. I should probably leave her alone. She looks like she's in a lot of pain. I shouldn't bother her if it's not important. She's got her hands full as it is. She looks a lot more relaxed now. I probably shouldn't drink this, but I'll take a jug. I'll just fill it about halfway. This soup expired 19 years ago. Too bad. Looks like this used to be a display for soup cans. There's still a few left. Empty, but it smells vaguely of seafood. Empty. I haven't got time to go scavenging right now. Nothing in there that interests me. A kettle full of distilled water. And they're empty.
Come on, Amy, we're wasting time. Do what you need to do and let's get out of here.
It's probably best to keep my distance. It's sealed shut. I'll need to unlock it if I want to get it open. It's way too high for me to reach. Ugh, this isn't the way I was hoping to do this. I shouldn't bother her. Rita, here. I got you the boiling water.
Great. Ricky, take over here a second. Hey, thank you for this. I'm sorry about earlier. I'm not normally like that.
Don't worry about it. You were desperate.
Yeah. Anyway, you kept your end of the deal, so here's your crossbow. I had a couple of bolts lying around too. I figure you can use them more than I can.
Thanks. Before I go, my friend is working on a permanent cure for green lung. That's why I'm here.
Say what?
If all goes to plan, we'll have enough of it to cure everyone soon. You won't have to worry about staying here anymore.
You're telling me this now?
It's not like you were receptive to new information before. Just focus on helping your sister. Once I get back, your family will be safe soon enough.
Thank you, Amy. And good luck.
I should probably... My trusty crossbow. I've got 2 bolts.
Come on, Amy.
Okay, this is the one shot that really counts.
Nice going.
I think we're ready. Would you do the honors? Thanks for the help, Gordon. I promise this will be worth it.
I believe you. Even if I don't live to see my daughter again, at least I did something at the end.
Oh no! Gordon, quick! Grab the sides!
Amy! Where are you?
Hanging off the end of the chute!
Stay still, I'm coming!
Oh, that was close. I guess I underestimated the Ministry of Energy.
That door over there? I think that's the way out of here.
You're probably right. Now we just need to figure out how to get over there. It's just out of my reach. Shooting it won't help, but maybe... Right, here I go.
Amy, are you okay?
I'm fine. Now I just need to figure out a way to get you over here. This rope is still in good condition. I just need to untangle it. Right, 1 bolt on a rope, coming up. Gordon, watch your head.
Nice! I sure hope I can do this. Phew, that was a close one.
I wish I could reach it from here, but I can't. Nice work back there.
Thanks. Do you have any idea where we're going?
Not yet, but if we're in a subway tunnel, we should be on the right path back outside the quarantine zone. It hasn't run in years from the look of it. There doesn't seem to be any way to get inside. Something tells me it's way too late for that. Lost cat, cupcake, reward offered. I doubt these have seen much use lately. I don't think that would be a good idea. There was a collapse here recently. This rubble hasn't been here very long. It's loose, but way too heavy for me to move on my own. Wow, what a relic. People actually used to use these things? What do you know? It still works. Too bad it's useless to me. Gordon? You holding up okay?
I think so. It was pretty intense back there, but I'm glad we made it.
Me too.
This will make a hell of a story to tell my daughter.
Can you help me move that rubble?
I can give it a try.
Okay, on my count, pull as hard as you can. 1, 2, 3! Nothing. Damn, we just don't have enough leverage to move these things.